In this video, continue with the facts of the differences between being a contactee and a relatee. I intend to show the differences, becoming myself much more clear from where the neighbors of the planets, as we call them from the related sides, neighbors for somehow to describe it as the aliens, neighbors for somehow to describe it as the aliens. It's not precisely because they do not belong to the earth. That's why I call it extraterrestrials. But who named it then so? But who named it then so? Who put them that name? In fact, they were the own contactees of those times who did put that name. As for defining from outside of this context of earth, but the neighbors, they have been before in the same era than the own earthly beings, and to get to know it, so you could know how had been the origin, the evil and the good, already many times ago ceases to be, and they are not useful in anything into other worlds, neither into this one, because they are conditioned and prostituted in many ways to the earthly being, who are needed of so many things, cause into this way of relating. You mustn't need anything, just to be. I'm told and will continue to say it about the relating, or this profession. We can say or elevated dedication that is for those who already do not want to be in this world, for those who no longer need to be in this world, for those who completed all the things of this world, for those who do not owe nothing to anyone or nobody owes them nothing, for those whose conscience, mind and intelligence show them other possibilities and other better extensions than this, without saying that this world or the things of this world are bad, or the words that one might think, no, it's not so. It is not for those ones who are already tired of being in this world, but for something much worse than that, and much better than all of that, because it takes a certain purity, as a highly polished impurity, to know or foresee, as we say, to foresee that there is something better someplace else or wherever, without speculation or expecting anything, just to be. Because misuse, or in other words, already out of this carnal terrain vehicle that they call body or mind, out of these things are into another way. These are another measures of the realities, another context. I worked for years with many people who sought to elevate his being, but it's all with speculation, believing that they can buy, to put it in some way, the sky and other levels where the brothers are, believing that they have to go or leave this world as they are, in the state that they are, as if they were the best, never could see really as they really are, as if they were the best, never could see really as they really are. Good, so they can't do it, so are best to follow in that world, because this world doesn't exist, just our senses that have stayed in the time. Pay attention that to this I say. Pay attention that to this I say. For those who are already in the mind or quantum consciousness, from there, everything looks already finished, and you enter into another form of conscience and extensions of it, another understanding even. I personally do not consider myself a good person. What is that? I'm a tireless worker of my orders and higher missions. Those who know me know that I will not forgive failures, and the dedication to what is undertaken, I have no law, only contempt and even disgust by those who, having been in my movement, living or dead, have not complied what they told me to do so. or to the civils of the ships or to superior things. I do not feel to tell them all of this to this person who paid compromises in front of their same faces or in their same backs or anywhere, that these ones are not worthy even of the life or death. Not you can be in upper jungles if you are not capable, and many may judge me because I put myself much angry with these people who had even come to use me. Yes, to use me. Use the brothers, the ships only for their selfish purposes, not to evolve to the next state. And often jokingly I say this, or seriously, that I like to get angry. It is very good. Puts me in very powerful stages. And I do not harm anybody because they won't reach to the conflict of that damage. And I do not harm anybody because they won't reach to the conflict of that damage, which is not called damage into another contest. These just are expressions, hard ones or soft ones. But yes, I have come to prepare and show what civilization of other worlds entrusted me. And there are no conditional prices to do so, because those who come to me to learn are well marketed and see, if you will, for this reason, especially now in this new state, and for this time this video is seen, there is a path of uselessness and disrespect that already pass, not towards my person. It doesn't matter, but to the total overall mission. My work cannot be judged by men, by demons or angels of consciousness, nor by anyone, nor by myself, but by the celestial authorities, which is another thing. I pretend you understand very well this in order to understand, and I repeat it, my message and commissions are for those who already have transcended Earth, or that are for the next state, even to live, such as the word says, to live and not come back ever. This is not dying or anything of that, or sacrifice or anything of that. This is another thing, is beyond that, and is what is learned to be related. I limited myself in my more than 20 years onto it to show the aspect of what taught me the elders of the ships, well knowledge which is not in the books, and that brought me a lot of problems and disagreements with a lot of people who they were supposedly experts on earth about it. There's no experts on earth. There's no experts in it. It's not the word. Neither I am. I'm just one who say what I say. And that a lot of time I'm just talking only to be talking to. And it is so. And this is so. Cause my mouth says not what my mind says, but what that expresses and taught knowledge over me directly from the spaceships told me to say it and express it itself. That expression and taught knowledge over me directly from the spaceships told me to say and it expresses itself. For that, this compromise myself in what we call the shell or the body, in what we call the shell or the body, and the every mind, and into my inner being also. But it is not to be a compromise already. Just it is. Each time that I showed my work with the spaceships and the siblings of the same ones, I exposed myself to the ridicule and more other things. But it is so. But this is so. Because I must show myself beyond that. Because I'm not important. And if me, who I am in charge of it, doesn't matter, less who receive my message. Only are important who are important. And there we are into superior status. And we know it to work together. Then we form one superior essence. And from there, already our measurement is another thing. The evil and the good already many times ago ceases to be. And they are not useful in anything into other worlds, neither into this one.